Hi everyone, this is Margaret and I am doing my next tutorial on the American Hustle film. I just saw the screening of it. I was really lucky to get a screening before it came out, and I love that era. And this is a really fun look. I'm doing my inspiration take on it, based off of Amy Adams and Jennifer Lawrence kind of combination, and then doing my own thing. And then at the same time, I want to add a little bit more modern twist to it so that you guys can definitely wear it now, if you wanted to keep it still fresh and new. I really believe that this look is going to really come in more and more, especially after the film, because I think the film's going to really have a lot of influence on how fashion's going to really go towards that, era a lot more with the look. I mean, it's starting to happen right now, I really believe, but I think this is going to definitely take it to another level. So, back in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, disco era, I mean, it was really about a lot of makeup. So, you want to definitely have a full coverage of foundation. And I'm using a full coverage silicone base and definitely making sure that everything looks flawless and smooth. My take on this is going to be more metallic, disco, Studio 54 inspired as well. So definitely, you want to make sure that you get some really good color combos, with some good, variations of textures. I'm taking my complexion brush here, my signature brush, and I'm just blending everything in so that everything looks smooth and flawless. I want the face to have a matte finish, so the blending brush really helps aid and set the foundation really well. So here I'm taking my pearl with the kind of a bluish gray tinge, highlighting powder, and I'm going right into the brow bone. And I'm really going heavy because I'm going to use, like I said, variations of different metallic luminescent shadows. And I'm not doing any heavy black liner, so I'm going to use, a lot of different colors to add texture. So as you see, I also put that highlighter right on the middle inner part of her eye, right on the where the tear duct is. So I'm taking this tin color metallic shadow. So you can go, definitely gray metallic, like aluminum silver. I'm using a color called tin, and it's very, metallic, soft metallic. And I'm just going along the whole lid, and I'm going to just make sure that I add enough so that we can have a nice payout of the shadow. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to just blend the edges along so we can smooth it out just a little bit more. And I'm going to now add a little bit more on the inner crease, and just to kind of give it a little bit more pop. And with that, I'm just going to blend a little bit more up on the inner part of the eye, and then just pull it all into with the highlighting powder. So you want this kind of merging colors, but you want still textures. I'm taking now a soft gold metallic, and I'm putting it right on the inner to the middle part of the lid. Here I'm taking a brick color, brick brown color, flat. This doesn't have any metallic. And I'm taking my straight edge rectangle brush, and I'm just going right on the inner crease. So I'm starting from the mid line all the way to the end, and it's just really, as you can see, just like that. Just go along, and then I blended it in a little bit so it's not one straight harsh line. I have Lucy now sucking her cheeks in, making like a fish, and I'm putting that same color that I put on the inner crease onto her cheeks and using it as a blush. So, but if you want, you can also use like a bronzing color or something with like a bricky, orangey, brownish earth tone color. And I'm putting it right on the inner part of her cheekbones. So now I'm taking kind of a dusty, rosy color, and with the dusty rosy color, well, it's a dusty golden rosy color, and I'm just putting that right on the ledge of her cheeks because it really creates a nice highlight. And I'm merging that with the other bricky color that I put underneath, and it creates a nice, if you could see, a soft kind of effect to it. So I'm taking my complexion brush here and I'm merging it all together and blending it out and making it really soft and smooth. So everything looks really, really beautiful. I'm going to keep her brows natural, and that's my, you can definitely certainly draw it in if you want to, but I like it natural. And I'm taking the same color with my blending brush um, for the eyes, and I just put the shadow right on the edge. Here I'm modernizing this red because this one has like a little bit of an orange tinge to it, and it's more cranberry orange color. And so I'm doing that as my more modern twist to this. And I think the pop of color with the real muted soft tones on the eyes really speaks well, and it really modernizes it. And by not drawing in the brows, because she has really great natural brows, I'm just kind of going with her natural brows. If you want to go darker, you can certainly do that. There's no rules, but definitely the lips really will add a lot of attention, and it will also play up with the eyes, and everything's starting to really pull together. Now if you like any of these techniques and you want to learn more and you don't want to come all the way to Hollywood, you can go to www.mkcbeautyacademy.com and take my online training. Now if you're more serious, you can definitely take private lessons with me in Hollywood, and go to www.mkcbeautyacademy.com, or you can even do a blended if you can't come for a long time. Not that any of my classes are too long, but if you want to just come in for an intensive, you can do a blended program. So definitely check it out, and we will teach you from all different levels of training. So here we are almost finished with the lips, and what I'm going to do at the last is add really black, lengthening, thickening mascara on the eyes. I'm not doing any liner or anything like that. And so for that, I think the mascara is going to be really important to really rim the eyes out and bring it out. Now you can definitely line it with some black liner in the waterline, and it'll definitely add a little bit more intensity to the eyes, and it looks beautiful. But I'm just, for this tutorial, I decided not to do any heavy pencils or anything like that, and just using a really thick black mascara. And we're almost to the finish line with this, and I definitely, like I said, love this era. I love the movie American Hustle. I love the way Amy Adams and Jennifer Lawrence looked, and I think that, it's going to definitely play a big role in how it's going to influence fashion for, what's coming up. And it's going to be a really cool time. Like Studio 54 and all of that is such a cool era, and definitely it's going to definitely start taking a little bit more over with, I think, the looks that are going to come up in the fashion weeks. So definitely enjoy this look. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you soon.